So this is Edvice. I'm here outside of, let's see, Jim's Original, and I don't know if we can really see it. Jim's is actually a staple here at the University of Illinois community. Actually, interestingly enough, the site of the aborted Trump rally. And actually, I just stopped here by pure chance. We're right off the Dan Ryan Expressway. I had to get some Chicago food before I head out to New York City so I don't get corrupted, because that New York pizza is actually pretty good. So what is your name?
Clark.
Clark. And Clark, are you from Chicago?
Born and raised.
All right, and we just happened to meet by chance. I think you overheard me doing some taping, kind of piqued your interest. You had asked if I was affiliated with Trump or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you like Trump?
I like Trump, and I agree with some of his views, especially the ones on the Hispanic people. Because they come to America, they're going to work for less money than myself or you would. If they got a job for $8, they'll take that job for $7, and the job should be paying you $10 or $15 an hour. And it really hurts the city, and it hurts the people that have been living here all their life.
So I think the thing that I hear a lot is we got Mexicans and Guatemalans and South Americans, Polacks, Lithuanians, they're all kind of lumped in together. It's not just Mexicans. It's Chinese, Japanese, but
we can only basically go with what we see. 99.9% is Hispanics.
Let's go with this, okay? Do you have a problem with Hispanics or illegal or immigrants that come here legally?
No, I don't have a problem with the legal. It's just the illegal people I have a problem.
So the people that come here, they don't have a right to be here.
They should go back home.
They should go back home.
Right,
so,
and allow people to work with their citizenship.
Can you just give me an example of what you think having an oversupply of illegal labor, what does that do to wages and the availability of jobs for us working folks?
It cuts the economy down, man, because they're going to work for $10 or $8, but the job might be paying $12 or $15 an hour.
So you sound like an economist with a PhD. You ever go to college?
No, I'm not a college man, but I'm a street man, so I understand the economics of cash money.
I like it. So let's talk a little bit about Chicago. One of the big things is violence here. And what we've seen is violence, the south side, the west side. We've even seen it hit the north side. So now it's going where all the white folks live. What's your thought on that?
Violence is ran rapid in the city of Chicago. And there's so much corruption within the police department, the force itself. So now they're trying to clean it up. But violence is everywhere you go now. Violence used to be secluded to different parts of the city. That's no longer happening.
So let me ask you a question too, because I know a lot of cops and stuff, so it gets kind of lumped in, because my thought is cops themselves too are victims of the power structure. And an extension of the power structure.
Well,
but be honest,
but
you're not going to buy that.
No, I'm not buying that, because as a kid growing up, when I got my driver's license, I was a victim of racism, my own self, so I understand the racism.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
One day I got in my car and I forgot my driver's license. They were at home, so I was going down the street on 60th and Carpenter. And I got to the stop sign and the police pulled me over and he asked me for my license. I said, I don't have my license, but I live right down the street. He said, get your ass in this car, nigga, you going to jail. They took me to the police station on 61st and Racine. They came, I got my license, and I got out of jail. But I mean, all through that whole thing, it was a matter of racism.
So you ever see a movie called Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
So kind of like what Trey goes through in that movie. Trey is like a kid who's going to end up going to college. Furious, his dad, trying to teach him the right things and, open his eyes up to the world. And when Trey was like thrown on that hood of that car, and you remember that?
Exactly.
Is that kind of how you felt?
Exactly, man.
All right. So the city of Chicago, so we're talking about the police department, all right? So what about the mayor? You like the mayor?
I never liked him from day one. He needs to go back where he came from. He don't care about nothing about the people of Chicago. If he cared, as he so claimed he cared, why would he close down all these schools and get a problems for the teachers in the union? He has a right to say what can and cannot happen, just like he has a right to pick the police chief that he picked. So you trying to tell me, if you can if you can get rid of the other candidates and pick the one of your choice, then what can you do for the students and the people of the city of Chicago with their kids? So you just there to make your money, and you don't care about the people you want to put on the show, but you can lessen than care about the people.
Well, Clark, I appreciate that perspective. Let's talk about Donald Trump for a second and some of these other people. All right, so what are one or two things that you actually like about Donald Trump?
I like, everybody says arrogance, but I like his boldness, because he's a direct one-on-one person. I guess if I had to say a dislike, he needs to tone it down a little bit. Sometimes he open his mouth when he shouldn't. But that's because he's always been in that power structure where he's always been the man, and it's hard for him to tone down.
It's tough. It's like telling water not to be wet.
Right.
So what if I were to tell you that this video is going to be sent directly to his campaign, to his national spokesperson, Katrina Pearson?
Yeah.
Like, would you feel like maybe, just maybe, the dude might actually hear what you're saying?
If he can actually hear what I'm saying, I'm going to give you my phone number off camera.
All right.
And let him call me.
Okay. And you take him to school.
You right, I'll school him, man.
Because, you know, they got these, like, focus groups. Like, there's this I call him a loser. His name's Frank Luntz.
Oh, but let me say this one thing about Donald Trump. Stop discrediting this man till you find out the truth about Donald Trump. Once you find out the truth about Donald Trump, then say what you need to say. Till then, just look, listen, and learn, because a quiet man is a wise man.
Oh, man, brother. I appreciate it. So what I was going to say is there's this guy on TV. He does these focus groups.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Frank Luntz. And it's my theory he's a phony. Mm-hmm. And he stacks these groups and stuff. So I just want to confirm. We met here totally by random.
Never saw you a day in my life.
All right. Do you think I'm honest, at least from our perspective here?
Well, from your perspective right now, what I've seen, you've been fucked with and coming, so what can I say?
All right, so you don't think I'm bought and paid for?
I can't say that, bro. I really don't know you, but what I can say is that from my perspective, what you see is what you get.
So what if I were to tell you I'm starting a newspaper? And when I say newspaper, not traditional newspaper, like online publication, is I were to give you the web address, and we're going to exchange phone numbers, and we're going to keep in touch, because I want to come back to you like maybe in a few weeks, and then maybe in a few weeks after that, once he gets a nomination. Would you be interested in doing that?
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. As long as you can get me to actually meet him, we on.
You want to meet him?
Yeah, I want to meet him personally.
All right, so when he comes to Chicago, I promise you this. I will get you in the front row, and you will get to shake his hand, and I can't guarantee you'll get his autograph.
Yeah, we know that.
But we'll work on it. But I could guarantee you that you will be in the first row, and you will have a chance to meet Mr. Trump.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, well, thank you again, and I look forward. I think you're going to be kind of like, I'm going to hire you. No, I'm serious.
Right.
I'm going to hire you. I can't pay you much, but we'll start small, and you're going to be my man on the street. You good with that?
Absolutely.
All right, brother, I appreciate it.
All right, my man.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, doctor.